am Chi-Chi, and I am reporting for Chi-Chi.com. Today is Happy Valentine's Day, and I have the honor and opportunity to hang out with Mr. Shawn Hernandez. Girls, I know you're jealous, but you know, anyway, we're sitting here today. We're going to get to know him a little bit better. I have looked you up, Shawn, and obviously he is a big-time wrestler. I know he's with TNA.
Yes.
And he's into doing a lot of stuff, so I really want to get to know him on a personal level and tell us a little bit more about yourself and, you know, kind of get to know you and everything. So, your full name is Shawn Hernandez.
Yes.
What are you known by in the wrestling world?
In American style wrestling, I'm known as the SuperMex.
SuperMex.
Because there's not a lot of Hispanic guys that are my size that actually are in wrestling, so it kind of works. You know, most of them, like actually my father is only 5'7".
Really?
Yes.
Wow. So there's not very many Latinos in.
Well, there's smaller ones. I mean, like Rey Mysterio is awesome. Alberto Rio. Most of them mass luchadors.
Yeah.
I'm with a few that are doing the opposite, doing American style wrestling, but
I gotcha.
doing it with Latino style.
Okay. Is that what you prefer? I mean,
Yes.
do you like doing that?
Of course, because I mean, United States, when you think of Mexican wrestlers or Latino wrestlers, you think of a small guy.
Right.
Like in a mask that flies around. You know, that's why most guys have their stage name as The Rock or Stone Cold or something like that, and I go by my last name Hernandez because I'm representing, hey, we got a big guy too.
That's right.
We have a big guy too.
Yeah, and he's powerful, and he's a badass. So, tell me what you obviously wrestle. What do you do on a weekly basis? I know that you're on a show.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about your show, the show that you're on?
Yes. When I'm doing taping Impact Wrestling for the Spike Channel, I have my own local show in San Antonio. We run every other week. It's every Friday, and we're on Australia TV there in San Antonio.
Okay.
So we started that. Actually, it starts February 16th. I like to work out and get tattoos, unfortunately, because we have off time, and then I like to coach my kids' basketball league right now. And just maybe be the soccer mom for them, and then take them to karate class.
God, can y'all imagine going to school with this guy next to you as your dad? I mean, seriously.
If they get good grades, I bring them lunch the next day.
Oh, wow.
Card, so.
Does everybody at school know who you are?
Most do. They like to. Some kids like it. Some kids don't like wrestling. So, it can be good and bad for my kids.
So do you go to the PTA? Like all those PTA moms are gonna be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna go.
No, I'm not doing that. No. But my son, he's in kindergarten, so those kids think it's awesome.
Oh, I bet.
And then my 10-year-old, she's in 5th grade, so it's either hit or miss. Oh, I'm too cool to hang out with him because,
yeah,
girls that age,
that's that awkward age. So. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about your 21-year-old.
I have a 21-year-old.
Yes.
This old man has a 21-year-old.
Oh, I should have said the age, but she's the oldest daughter, and he helped get her trained.
No, I didn't help her. She did it on her own.
She did.
2009, my daughter was the Texas State Champion in powerlifting in the 175 class.
Wow.
This young lady is a 450-pound deadlifter and can squat whatever you want her to squat. And she's, I mean, if you put one of those big hammers from the cartoons and hit me on top of the head and put a wig on me, that's her. I mean, she's jacked. And,
really?
And she's just a 5'4" version of me.
She's a little Shawn. How cute.
Walks on her toes like I do everything.
I want to talk to you a little bit about your fitness. Okay. We've discussed a little bit. It's okay to tell our age, right?
Whatever.
Okay, well, we're both.
Shows, I have no choice.
We're both over 40, guys, and
her more than me, but
I am more.
That's no here nor there.
By I think 3 years, and what happens when you get over probably even 30,
yes.
20s, 30s? Working out changes for you, and I am really impressed by the way you say you work out, because I look at you and I think you're a gymmer. You're probably hanging out by the weights, the kind of guy. And I found out different. What is your workout regimen?
Before we talk about that, this is not for everyone. Before this, I was doing professional drug-free powerlifting. So I've already had a nice foundation for size. But ever since I broke my neck in 2009, and I had a neck fusion done to my neck where they fused my C5 and C6 together because someone threw me in my head and I landed like this. And I changed my whole dieting, my whole lifting. I actually, it was January of 2010, I haven't never went to the gym to use actual weights.
That's pretty crazy. That's pretty amazing to me.
I use calisthenics or maybe those stretching bands, but not moving weights.
Wow. That's pretty impressive. I've always assumed that a guy your size has to pretty much lift quite a bit, and that's pretty impressive. So your family life, I'm assuming, do you travel a lot? You have a show in San Antonio, so I guess you're leaving often. So your family is very dear to you.
Yes.
Very dear to you. Wrestling is, I'm assuming, is your passion.
Unfortunately, yes.
It's your passion, and we're getting older.
Yes.
So what's going on with you right now? I know that you're kind of doing a little shift, or if it's not a shift, or it's just something you're kind of tapping into.
It's something that, I mean, you know, no one wants to see their heroes get old in professional sports.
Yeah.
You know, it's sad. You know, and the only thing worse than seeing your hero get old in professional sports is being that hero in professional sports.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I like to brag and stuff like that, but I look better now than I did when I was 22 years old. But my body and my biological body does not say 22 years old. So you have to try different things.
Yes.
You know? I don't want to be the guy 56 years old wearing trunks, trying to look big. You know, Hulk Hogan's a legend, Ric Flair's a legend, but I don't want to be those guys.
Right.
You know, because my kids mean a lot to me. I don't want to embarrass them. Hey, there's my granddad.
Oh, no.
There's my granddad in underwear wrestling in front of people. So I mean, you know, a friend of mine, through a friend, just on a whim, said, hey, you should try acting, because I've been doing wrestling for the last 16 years, and I've been on television the last 8. So you know camera placement, you know when to start and stop and stuff like that. I mean, just the basics.
Yeah.
And I tried it, and I kind of like it now.
It's kind of cool.
And it's a lot different now because it's the illusion of getting beat up than actually getting beat up now.
So you're obviously, I think you were talking about you're in some movies.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the movies and what they're called?
The first movie I did, I was very fortunate. A very, very good director hooked me up in the role. Ron had, he put me in the movie. It's coming out on DVD. Actually this spring. It's called By Ideas, and he gave me a role that I put my pretty much own verbiage in there just because I was lucky, and he helped me out. And
that helps a lot when you can be you.
I played a big stretch. I played a bouncer in a comedy. You know.
Oh, hard.
So
you just show up and you look like a bouncer.
So I played a bouncer, in a nightclub, so that was kind of cool.
That's awesome.
And then that other movie was it's called Pickaxe Murderers, and it's it's like an 80s genre of horror films.
Really?
So you have the look is in the 80s, everything is 80s style.
Yeah.
And actually the lead actor, the killer, is the same way. And I get the dubious fortune of being the last guy he kills.
Awesome.
Yes.
And you're part 1 and 2.
2 and 3.
Oh, 2 and 3.
There's actually 3 of them.
Wow. So now you're getting into acting.
Yes.
You're gonna still doing wrestling though, right?
Yes. I would like to do about 2 more years, and that's it.
Right now you're on Spike TV.
Yes. Every Thursday night.
And that's called what?
Impact Wrestling.
Impact Wrestling. Are you on social networks or anything like that? Anywhere where anybody can find you?
Social media is the devil. People out there, please read my lips. Social media is the devil. I promise you. But I mean, if you're in any kind of entertainment or if you're in any kind of business, you need it. I have Twitter only because my company told me to get one. And if you have Twitter out there, I'm at TNA SuperMex.
SuperMex, that's SuperMex, because I did it MAX, so it's MEX. So today's Valentine's.
Yes.
I have to ask you the question. No Valentine?
She's not my Valentine. You were asking me.
I was going to ask you,
I say no.
Do you have a Valentine? Because I know all you girls want to know.
This young lady is very attractive, very awesome, but she freaks me out with her animal-loving abilities, touching lizards, snakes, and different things. So, you know, maybe if she wore gloves, it would be different. But, no telling where these animal hands have been. So I mean, it freaks me out. It really does freak me out.
It does.
Yes.
Well, I almost had a surprise for you.
No, that would really freak me out.
Yeah, I figured because I promised you I wouldn't bring a snake, right?
It really freaks me out.
Yeah. Well, I almost brought something special for you, but I figured I still want you to be my friend.
I was in a bar one time, and this lady was a shot girl. She had a snake on her neck, and it was my turn to buy shots. I went over there and I was freaked out, and you're drunk. Hey, touch the snake, touch the snake. No, I don't want to touch the snake.
Yeah.
So I touched the snake, and I guess the snake can feel
fear,
and started strangling the chick.
No.
Started squeezing her, and I go,
are you serious?
The cab, we gotta go.
Oh my.
Yes.
So what did we learn today, guys?
Don't touch snakes if you're really scared.
No, that you have a phobia of snakes, and now you know how to get him.
Guys and ladies out there, if you don't want me near you, just put anything green that moves, and I promise I won't go nowhere near you.
Well, I almost played a trick on you today. It would have been called punk.
I'm almost getting goosebumps thinking about that stuff. Honestly.
Well, I decided to play nice, but I was going to bring you a little fake snake. Just to see if I could get you to jump.
You probably could.
I could have.
And then I don't have the insurance for equipment.
We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. Is there anything you'd like to share with us that's going on with you in the near future that maybe you'd like to let the world to know?
I'm getting a chance to. I've got a great opportunity to audition for some more movies, and hopefully things go through. You can see me on a bigger screen than the straight to DVD section.
Woohoo!
And, I did a couple of cameos for some reality series coming up, so if you live in the western region of the United States, you'll get to see me on those.
Awesome. Well, that's great. Well, thank you so much, Shawn. I thank you for taking your time out on Valentine's Day to come for this interview. And
notice how I avoided the.
He didn't answer the question, did he? Do you have a Valentine?
I avoided the question entirely.
I think that means he does.
Maybe.
I think that means he does. Because I think if you wouldn't have had a Valentine, you'd be like, I don't have a Valentine. I'm available. So we're just going to keep that a little secret. Take your own innuendos out of that one. But thank you so much for interviewing with me. And I wish you all the best of luck. And I hope to see you on the big screen.
Hopefully I do too.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And you guys, thank you for watching today. Again, this is Chi Chi with Chi Chi.com at CheeChi. Thank you so much.